Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So I haven't done a video like this yet, and I just thought it would be fun for those of you that are interested to tag along with me as I get my garden started this year. So gardening is something that I have fallen in love with as the years have gone on, and it's honestly something that my family has always done. And I finally just tried it one day and not thinking anything would grow, and my garden exploded. And I'm all about eating healthy, and there's just something rewarding about watching your garden grow that you take care of and nurture, and then you eat it. And well, you know, gardening is just something that's kind of therapeutic also, and just something that I love to do. So for those of you guys interested in kind of just seeing a little bit more about who I am and what I like behind the scenes, not just these sit down style videos, I just thought it would be fun to show you guys my garden and how I kind of get it started. So in the past years, I did kind of start my plants through seeds, so I didn't do that this year. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know I got so much going on behind the scenes and I'm extra busy, so I didn't even think about it. But when I went to the store to pick up the plants, I didn't even record, so that's not in here. But nonetheless, I'll show you guys what I picked up, and we're kind of just getting them in the ground and started, and we'll see how the garden goes this year. Be sure to subscribe, and let's go. Hey guys, so look at how windy it is today, but these are all the veggies that I picked up. I got some herbs and lettuce, a bunch of peppers, tomatoes. I believe I also got some cucumbers, beans, and some zucchini squash as well, and a whole bunch of soil for the garden beds. So first things first, we already prepped the garden beds, and here I'm having help obviously with getting the soil in the garden bed. Alright guys, so I'm going to take you around just to have a quick overview of the 3 garden beds that we did and set up ourselves. As you can see, we already have our drip system in place. Helps us keep the garden watered through the super hot days. We're just prepping the soil, more soil here. And in this 3rd garden bed, we actually have some parsley that was left from last year, and it just like literally flourished. So that's what that is right there. Right, so we're still prepping the soil for the garden beds, and then yeah, same. This took a lot of soil. Alright, so next is evening out the soil using our handy dandy garden rake tool thingamajigger. And then from here, I started kind of laying out the planted pots that we got just to kind of get a feel and design the garden beds, just to kind of see what should go where, because obviously we always do this. We always go overboard. This is some lettuce that I just set down here. So in this one, I have lettuce on the front end. I'll actually walk around later on and show you guys kind of where everything is at once I get them better in place. I'm kind of just like walking around, kind of thinking about how they'll grow and all that good stuff. And there's a lot to keep in mind when you're gardening, just to make sure all of your plants flourish. Though, you'll be surprised at what grows, even when you think nothing will. Got a bunch of peppers over here. A bunch of peppers. Can you tell we like peppers? Right, so just finished placing everything. And next thing I do is I pull everything out of the plant holders and kind of just put them better in place without the pot holders, because a lot of them come in multiples of 6. So yeah, just trying to space everything out here. And as you'll see later in the video, we ended up having to take some out and put them in individual pots just because we always just go overboard. And you can see here, well, it's hard to see, but I have the lettuce right over here. And then the majority of this garden bed are a bunch of different tomatoes. And yeah, we have a lot of tomatoes. I love making like homemade salsas or like the bruschetta. Yeah, and then on this side we have most of the peppers and then a whole bunch of herbs. Kind of trying to keep it in line with the parsley from last year. We have some cilantro, we have some basil, we have the parsley. I accidentally got, I think, multiple cilantros, but that's okay because they go good with all those tomatoes and that salsa. Yeah. And then these are all of the peppers. And then on the other side of the lettuce, we put a lot of the beans and also the zucchini squash. You see. Yeah, so quick overview of the placement of everything. And we'll be placing the drip system too once we get everything, and we had those posts for the tomatoes. So next we start planting all of our plants, making sure they're good enough space, pulling out what we need to, and all that good stuff. So I'm just showing you guys as everything is being finished, being put into place. And all the herbs and peppers are put into place. We had to take a lot of the peppers out because those come in a bunch of multiples. But yeah, so it's all finished. And then so the next part is basically placing the drip system so that everything gets water enough, watering, and then putting any kind of like Miracle Grow or anything you kind of put in your garden. So yeah, that's basically the garden setup process that we do when we don't plant our own seeds. I'm not sure if we'll start them next year again, but I don't know, we'll see. And you can see the pots on the side, kind of where we had to put some of the extra stuff. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video. So if you guys garden yourself, I'm interested in hearing about your guys's, what do you guys have growing this year? I don't know, share with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.